Hello and welcome to Real Talk Real Life. In my first video, I introduced my channel Real Talk Real Life and I said this channel is meant for real life conversation. Friends, today I would be dealing with 5 unrealistic truths about personal growth, which most of us ignore, overlook them. I know many of us are trying our best in our profession to grow in our lives, isn't it? No matter what profession you have taken in your life, you always try your best to grow in that profession. But point is, we always try to overlook all these 5 unrealistic truths about personal growth. I will be dealing with 5 points today. Please stay till the end of the video so that you can learn something from this video, friends. First thing is, half of the personal growth is all about unlearning. Friends, whatever you have learned in your life, it could be your faith, your belief system, your habits, your work, your thought process. Have you learned it from yourself? You have just picked it up from somebody else. You have just got it from somewhere else. Are they helping you grow in your life? Are they able to contribute in your personal growth? If not, then you need to discard, you need to remove them, you need to unlearn. We always try to learn new things, but there are few things in our lives which becomes stumbling block in our personal growth. We need to unlearn them. We need to discard them, remove them from our lives so that we can add new things which will contribute in our personal growth. My second point is, which we always ignore, overlook, that is, real progress looks boring. Friends, sometimes we have the habit of, lie on the bed and start, scrolling on social media. That is what we feel like doing. But in order to grow in our lives, we have to go to bed early and wake up early in the morning. That is not only one day. That's a lifelong process. You have to do it over and over again. It looks really boring, but you have to do it if you want to grow. My third point is, there is always a lonely phase in personal growth. Friends, you might like to visit some places. You might like to go around, hang around with your friends. Everyone likes to do that, but that is not helping you in your personal growth. You have to discard, you have to give up going to some of your friends. You have to give up going to some of the places you love the most. Friends, you have to, be alone. That is the lonely phase. That is where you grow. That is where you develop. You improve your skills. Friends, that also is very important in our lives. Staying alone, focusing on ourselves, spending time on ourselves is very important. That is where real progress starts, friend. So, there is always a lonely phase in our personal growth. Don't get disappointed. Don't feel lonely. That is where you are developing yourself. You are making a new version of yourself, friends. My fourth point is, awareness demands action. Once you understand some of the things helping you grow in your life, develop in your life, helping you improve in your life, friends, you need to get into action. Not just learning new things, you have to practically use them in your day-to-day life. Then only you can grow in your life, in your profession. Awareness, you got to know what are the things you have to unlearn, you have to relearn. If you relearn few things, then you need to use them in your day-to-day life. You need to utilize them in your day-to-day life. That is where you will improve, you will develop in your life. Friends, final point is, you must accept being a beginner. This is the most important part in personal growth. Today you see most of the famous people, they risk their life to look like a beginner, look like a foolish people in front of people. They have become famous. You need to choose this path. The reality of life is sometimes, pride becomes a stumbling block. We always try to be perfect before we become perfect. Friends, we have to be accepting this truth. We have to accept this truth that we are a beginner. Look like a beginner in front of people. Don't try to be perfect. For example, if you're working on social media, you're making videos, don't try to make a perfect video. You would never be able to do that. Accept this truth. Look like a beginner. Let people know that you are just starting. Then slowly you can progress in your life. That will help you. Keep doing it repeatedly. Your practice will make you perfect. So friends, these are the 5 points I wanted to share today, and I would really love if you could share your thoughts. Which of these 5 points is more relevant in your current life, in your today's life, in your present life? I would be happy to hear that. Please write in the comment below. And finally, one more thought. Personal growth is not about becoming a perfect person, but becoming an authentic one, accepting all the challenges and trying to move forward in our day-to-day life. Friends, if this video brought value in your life, please give it a like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you friends in my next video. Till then, take care.